Yo, guys, how is it going? We are so close now to Money in the Bank in London. Of course, the Rebellious Noise's hometown. But before we get into that, as you see by what's going on today, Scott is going to be running around and hopefully is going to be talking to some fans all about their predictions, their views, and what's going on. So, look, if you see right here, live fan preview. So before we get into that, let me just hit you with our intro and I'll be right back again.
Welcome to the Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling channel. On this channel, we bring you some great content from inside and outside of the squared circle. We will go through and offer some in-depth analysis of the biggest events of the year, as well as bringing you exclusive interviews with some of the industry's biggest names. There will also be live show reviews, in-depth features, and podcasts. So make sure you give that subscribe button a slam so you don't miss any of the action.
Yeah, that's right. As Joey from Friends said, London, baby. That's right. Money in the Bank is in London. It's the O2 Arena, and we are so excited. We do have a build-up show where I'll be giving you my thoughts and everything that we've got going on. The build-up show will be coming very, very soon, within the next hour. But before we get into me talking about what I think is going to happen on the show, what we've been going on, what we've been doing, the press work that we've been doing, where the shows that we've been to, obviously, we need to talk to all the fans. So while Scott starts getting some fans ready, if he can, I mean, why would you not want to come over to that wonderful face of Scott's and just talk all wrestling?
Yeah,
Just talk
all
all
right,
wrestling.
so if you want to stand there, mate, what's your name, by the way?
Fu.
Okay.
Oh, I think he's there. Is he there?
Okay, we're already on, I see.
There we go.
No, you can keep that on. All right. So I can't hear back in the studio, of course. I'm here with Fu, like the Foo Fighters, he says. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling mighty good. I mean, what 30 plus years since the premium event has arrived in London, so really excited.
Yeah, exactly that. Was you at Clash last year?
No, I actually missed it. No, I mean, I just couldn't get the tickets, and now I'm here, so pretty excited to redeem myself.
Extra special because of that then. So let's look at your attire. I'm liking the shirt. Pretty cool. But what I'm liking even more is this cape. Show us your cape. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
look
yes.
at that.
I've had this since like 1997, and I thought, when can I actually use this? And I just came back from the Dead Man show, so I thought,
cool. How was that?
It was awesome, yeah, just to hear all these stories, kind of all the intimate stuff that's kind of happened in his career. So yeah, I was pretty, happy.
Nice.
And I want to go see him in Manchester actually as well for the meet and greet.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant for another show. I was going to say,
Yeah,
does he repeat the same stories? I guess he must do it at some elements.
Well,
right?
I'm going to find out in a few days. I'm not too sure if he's going to repeat anything, but hopefully it will be some new
Either way,
stuff
I'm
as
sure
well.
you'd have a good time.
Yeah.
Big Undertaker fan, I can see. Big Undertaker
Super
fan.
big Undertaker fan, yes. It's just not the same without him.
And of the current crop, who are you most looking forward to seeing tonight?
Tonight, I guess Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
We have to acknowledge him.
Is he winning?
I think maybe he might get pinned on UK soil. Why not? I say, like, even better.
If anywhere here. Yeah, that would be
Yeah, for sure.
Looking forward to it. So what match are you most looking forward to tonight?
Oh, probably Money in the Bank itself, the ladder matches. You know, they're always special.
And because everybody is, I assume, maybe I shouldn't, that you're on the same as everyone else that LA Knight should.
Yeah.
Win. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's feeling the
Yeah.
same, see?
Okay. LA
Love
Knight
LA Knight.
should win, but will he win?
I think, between him and Logan on top, I think LA will take it. I think it will be silly. I mean, he deserves the push, doesn't he?
I think the big thing that a lot of people are saying is the idea of the briefcase being in the background of the Impulsive podcast for a year is just maybe too appealing to WWE to turn down, So
It is. But, WWE likes to throw things, south sometimes. So let's see.
Hopefully it works out. But either way, Fu, enjoy the show. Much appreciated that you've joined us tonight.
Yeah.
And we'll hopefully see you again in the future.
Thanks for having me.
Take care, man.
All right,
Thank you.
All right.
See, and just like that, Scott is going to be grabbing fans. Thank you to Fu. Lovely. I also love that, from what we've got going on is let's get over to some comments. And we are talking to, hey, Sludge Sports, thank you for joining us. Are you going to be joining us for the whole entirety of what we're doing now with the fan preview and then the build up and then the instant reaction by myself after the Money in the Bank show? And then Scott goes live from the O2 after the show. So whatever happens, are the fans going to be happy? Are they going to be disappointed? Are they going to be over the top excitement with the fact that it could be LA Knight winning the Money in the briefcase? Do you think the money? Yeah, you got time. You do have time. Great. Hey, listen, the more the merrier. Tell everyone to come on, jump on over, because well, hopefully it's going to be a party. It's really weird that I'm on my own. You know, the resident luchador is kind of rolling solo from the producing studio box. Why Scott gets to do all the fun and talk to the people. Apparently, I wasn't allowed to do it because the mask. You know, I don't want to be compared to Rey Mysterio. But you know, that may happen. So for the safeness, I'm back in the studio. But who do you think is? Obviously, we'll get more into this as we go on the build-up show. But do you have a predictions list? How do you do your predictions? Have you got ideas of who's going to win? Is it going to be LA Knight? Yeah. Or is it going to be Logan Paul? As Scott and Phil were just saying, the idea of Logan having that Money in the Bank briefcase on him in the background for Impulsive, walking around any press events that he's doing, lifting their Money in the Bank briefcase up, opening it up and sticking some Prime in there. You know, it's good marketing. It's good marketing. So is that going to happen? I really, really don't know. But I'm looking forward to it. I mean, as I said on the prediction show that we done, if you haven't seen that, then go back and see that. But if you haven't seen that, then I said, look, if LA Knight does get it, obviously I'm going to be happy. But I'm not against the idea of Money in the Bank being Mr. Logan Paul. So I am ready. Scott, I'm going to bring you back in.
Okay, all right, here we are. Met a few guys just here. I asked if they want to be in an interview. I got a yeah. I weren't sure if it was just an impression or an actual yeah. It turned out to be an actual yeah. What's your name, mate?
Owen.
Owen.
Lewis.
Agsy, welcome to the Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling channel. What we're doing here is previewing the event and kind of getting the gauge of the fans, what they're feeling tonight. So, what are you most looking forward to seeing tonight?
Hopefully, all being well, LA Knight lifting the briefcase.
Yeah,
but
okay.
sometimes this company's not that. It doesn't go the way you want it to be.
If it's not LA Knight, who are you worried about? I think it's a certain name. Like, I think we're all thinking the same name.
I think everyone's worried about Logan for obvious reasons, but if it's not to be LA Knight, I wouldn't be totally against Damian Priest. I think there's a lot of story to be told there, but anyone but Logan is really my go-to.
Anyone but Logan. But can you understand the appeal in the briefcase being on the podcast for a year sort of thing?
I can, in terms of if you're looking at it and seeing dollar signs, yeah. But in terms of overall
business,
story progression,
it's a wrestling business, as they say. You know, I appreciate that. What about you? I'm sure you're going for LA Knight. I'm sure. Oh, it's Bumblebee. Yeah, here we go. Oh, hey.
We've got
a
bee in
Muhammad Ali movement around it. Wow. The bee's like, no, screw like LA Knight. Wow.
Yeah, no, I want LA Knight to win. You know, last night the reception was great.
You guys here last night?
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, like you say, with Logan, I don't think WWE needs another part-time champion. So, you know, that's what we've sort of got away from with Rollins taking the sort of new belt. So, yeah, I'm very worried about everyone else, especially if that match starts and Logan wins. It might be a bit of a...
Yeah, exactly. How do you lift up the crowd? It's got to be a big surprise or something like that. I think my argument for Logan winning in that sense that it's not a title, and they kind of get to give him a sort of title. He gets to hold it, and hopefully a failed cash in. And then it's the best of both worlds in some ways if they really want to do it. What are you thinking? Are you looking towards it possibly being Logan?
For me, as much as I don't want Logan Paul to win it, I think it makes sense for him to win it. If anyone's going to carry the Money in the Bank that is an LA Knight, Logan Paul is probably your best bet because as a heel, he's a great heel, I'll be honest. But at the end of the day, LA Knight is the most over guy in the company at the moment, and it's a no-brainer. You've got to put the briefcase on it. I mean, the promos we'll get with that briefcase, unbelievable. I think Damian Priest is an outside chance of winning as well, and I also think potentially Shinsuke Nakamura, if they want to pull off a big upset here in London. I mean, you know, we've got to give him a world title at some point.
Yeah. It was such a shame. I think I always go back to that AJ match at WrestleMania. I'd seen the Wrestle Kingdom one a few years before, and I was like, you guys are going to love this. And then it ended up being this whole kicking someone in the nuts feud. It was a very weird thing. Right, hopefully, I think there's a lot of things stacked about tonight as well. Of course, LA Knight's on the tip of everyone's tongue. But what else individually are you looking forward to? Other than that, what's the main thing you're kind of drawn towards?
It's got to be Bloodline Civil War, hasn't it? You know,
Great
everyone
story.
was disappointed. Well, I certainly was when Cody didn't get it done at Mania. But there's a bigger story, perhaps you could argue. Does it need the title? I don't think it does. But you know, it's all building up to this massive crescendo. We're fortunate enough to have it and be able to come here and see it. I think the best thing about it is what we're most looking forward to. We said this when we were leaving yesterday, is that they could go any way with it.
Yeah.
It's not one of those matches where you can think ahead and think, oh, this is probably the likely outcome. It could be anything. We don't know. And that's a great cinema aspect of it.
That's exactly it. And the thing is, it kind of also doesn't matter. Like, there's no title on the line. It doesn't matter who wins. I think we'll be happy either way. But the story is just so good. That promo they played last night, I had chills watching it in the arena, especially with all the bass. It felt like I was at a cinema. It was so perfectly put together. What about you? What are you most looking forward to beyond LA Knight, hopefully, getting that briefcase?
Yeah. I mean, it's a cop-out. Everyone says the Bloodline Civil War game, Civil War match. I think there might be a couple returns. You know, everyone's sort of seen a few names floating around, maybe Randy, maybe Drew, probably going to see Brock Lesnar at some point. So I like the sort of unexpected nature of wondering if something like that might happen. Yeah, I think all eyes on the Bloodline Civil War match because, like you say, it could go any way. And yeah, it doesn't matter because we thought, you know, maybe they fumbled the bag not giving the belt to Cody, but they've gone on and still made the story great. So whichever turn they take next, like Owen said, it's great to be here and see how they're going to develop this story next.
Right, is it going to be 3 strikes here for the Usos and Bloodline storyline?
I think everyone is excited for the Bloodline Civil War. And obviously, I would have mentioned the surprise returns as well. I think the UK is due for a surprise return, a massive pop. But I'd also like to mention, obviously, Cody Rhodes with Dominik Mysterio. I know, obviously, everyone wants Cody Rhodes to win, but let's not doubt Dominik Mysterio. I mean, he's been an incredible heel all year, and I think, you know, things are going to get better for him. I mean, you never know. We could potentially get a Seth Rollins Dominik Mysterio match. I am hearing rumours about it.
Wow.
So if Dominik Mysterio can pull off the upset, we could be seeing Seth as Dom.
What a catapult. And as you say, he's performed so well the past year. I think he's come on leaps and bounds. Turn to heel is always going to come, and I think they've done it so well. And I think London crowds, UK crowds, often make people, you know, they make them, or at WrestleMania where a lot of Brits go over there and stuff like that as well. But like, I think Logan Paul tonight and Dom could become mega heels. They're already good heels already, but I think with the London crowd who are giving them the respect of a boo, if that makes sense, I think it could be great. Before we kind of wrap up, did any of you go to Clash at the Castle? You went to Clash at the Castle. Yeah. So was your big fear, obviously there was Drew McIntyre, is your big fear tonight that it's LA Knight, or is there anything else you're a bit concerned about that you think the UK fans need?
I think the main thing is obviously with what happened with Drew. I mean, I literally had my own reaction of Drew losing, and I was still shocked because I honestly thought it was Drew's night.
Yeah.
So obviously now that everyone's built up the fact that it'll be LA Knight's night, if it isn't, then I don't know how the fans are going to...
Don't want to get stung twice, man.
Yeah. I don't know how the fans are going to react, but I will say, even if LA Knight does not win, the fans will take over, and tonight will be brilliant for us at the very least.
Yeah.
But I think they'll have a good show tonight. And I think they've learned their lesson. Because I mean, they're doing more international shows, and if they want to come back to the UK, they've got to give us something.
Got to please us at some point. You know, it's great seeing it here, but like you say, it's got to be that moment where we go home going. I mean, Tyson Fury singing was one thing, but tonight we need to leave with this kind of. It was a great show. Clash was amazing. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, there's that fear of that. That's. And but yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a great show, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and enjoy yourselves, man. I really hope you have a good time, and I hope you all get to go at the top of your lungs with him holding the briefcase. Cheers.
There we go. As you know, it's mixed emotions when it comes to this briefcase. Who's gonna win it? Who isn't? Who's going to be victorious in the Bloodline Civil War match? But before we start talking a little bit about that, Daniel Wiley is in the building. He's saying, hey, guys. Daniel, I'm good, thank you. At the moment, it's just me. As you see right there and then, Scott is live outside the O2 Arena doing what he does best, talking to people, getting their thoughts, their opinions, and seeing what's going to happen. Your opinion, though, LA Knight's going to win? Yeah. It has to happen, right? I mean, as I said personally, LA Knight needs to win it. Now is the time for them to strike while the iron's hot and give it to LA Knight. However, if they're looking from a marketing side and a point of view from a business, as it's already been stated in the last 2 interviews that Scott's done, speaking to the fans, it makes sense to be Logan Paul because, you know, the briefcase being in the background, it's, you know, it's going to be promoted all the time. He can take his prime out and use it as a way to carry his prime. So, you know, it's which one do you prefer? I'm going to jump back into Scott right now, and he's got another fan with him.
All right, I'm here with Joby and Shanice. How you doing, guys?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to tonight, and I'm sure you guys are as well. I see a Stone Cold theme there, another Stone Cold theme there.
Yeah.
Big Stone Cold fans. Don't think he's showing up tonight, but there are a lot of rumors about people that might show up as a surprise. Which one are you most looking forward to? The ones you might have heard online.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Are you with me that if Brock shows up, you need to hear the music? Like, I can't just see him there. I need to hear that.
He's going to interrupt halfway through.
He's on the way, yeah.
And a cowboy hat.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
Cowboy Brock.
What about you? Anyone else you're looking forward to?
No, just the whole show, really.
Just the whole show.
Yeah.
And match overall. What's a match you're most looking forward to?
Men's Money in the Bank.
Men's, and what you think is going to happen there? Because of course everybody's after LA Night.
LA Night.
You got a bit of LA Nights about you, mate. You got a bit of the.
It's the tan.
Look at that. You had some fella.
Joby Night.
Yes. I saw the other day there was a LA Night impressionist, but I think you could be the next one. I think, yeah.
I'll leave Joe tomorrow.
Look out for Joby Night. So LA Knight, of course, the big rumor, well, the big hope is that he's going to win it. The big fear that people have, which I personally understand, is that, you know, Logan Paul wins it, and, you know, WWE get a lot out of that as far as, you know, branding and stuff like that. Are you very much against that?
Yeah.
I think he'll just use it tonight against Seth Rollins. Straight away.
Who Logan?
If Logan wins, I reckon he'll use it
If
straight
Logan
away.
leaves tonight, I've not once thought that.
Tonight, it's a massive.
Yeah, you've actually scared me. Because my argument is that I feel they're giving him a title someday, and I feel maybe the US or something like that. So giving him a briefcase, which feels like a title, he puts it in the back of his podcast for a year as a plot, but he never wins. You know, that's the way, you know, he fails to cash in. But the fear of, no, they're going to go double down on it and he wins it. That's not even crossed my mind. So thank you for bringing it up and scaring the life out of me. So have you guys been to a WWE show before live?
I've been to several.
Yeah, did you go Clash?
Clash
Castle.
So the big fear there, of course, was Drew not leaving on the title. Big rumor that Drew maybe he's going to show up tonight. What do you think kind of reception he's going to get if he does?
Judging by the rumours of him showing up, it would be a massive pop. But I suppose everybody with the rumours, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton looks like, and if he does show up tonight, Randy Orton, is it with Riddle and does he turn on Riddle?
I'd hate him to turn on Riddle.
Because that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want, you know, because a few months ago I was like, no, like there's more to do with this RK Bro thing. But realistically, Riddle's kind of stock is dropped a little bit. So the best thing to do is give Riddle that sympathy straight away. Like, don't even like drag it out for a month or 2 weeks. Double pop tonight. We get a pop of a return and a pop of the turn. I think it would absolutely be beautiful. But anyway, thank you so much for coming tonight and for joining us on the stream. And have a great time. Thank you. Joby Knight, don't forget.
There he goes. Hearing from Joby Knight, and unfortunately, I didn't catch the other one's name. I was too invested in what they were talking about. But before we get into a couple of that, let's get to these comments. Shinsuke Nakamura or Damian Priest are kind of wild cards. You could see them winning as well. Yeah, I mean, they are very much wild cards. I think if they're going to give it to anyone other than them two, other than Logan and LA Knight, it does make sense with these two. Out of these two, though, Sludge Sports, which one would you prefer, Shinsuke Nakamura or Damian Priest? And hello from France. Hey, we are here. Join us. We are going to be here almost all night. Are you looking forward to the show from France? Obviously, I know it's going to be great. It's going to be so good. In the UK, UK fans, in my opinion, are the loudest and proudest fans, and that's talking from experience. But you know, anyone else got a different opinion on what fans are louder and which ones aren't? As we get into that, I can tell you a quick story of. So recently, obviously, as you know, WWE's been in London, in the UK, of doing their business, putting on shows all over the place. The Undertaker, what's it called? Is it the one man? The story of basically a Taker talking and stuff. I didn't get a chance to go and see that, unfortunately. However, I was in Sheffield to see the WWE live. I was able to kind of walk around backstage for a little while. walk along down the entrance ramp, walk through the entrance ramp. I got to walk around the ring, which was fantastic. It was incredible. It's such a great experience. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I can tell you, Sheffield was on fire all night long. Loud and proud. UK fans just know how to do it. Now, I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because there's a lot of football, soccer for the Americans over there. But we sing so loud and proud. So I'm looking forward to seeing how much noise we can make, because Puerto Rico was very, very loud. So they've got some big shoes to fill tonight. So let's see if we can do it. Sludge Sports is saying you prefer Shinsuke because he deserves it. He's a very talented wrestler. Shinsuke Nakamura is a fantastic wrestler. I think we was watching him in New Japan. Obviously, I caught into New Japan quite late, but I started watching it before he came over to WWE. He's running NXT, amazing. His match against Sami Zayn is one of my favorite matches on NXT, and that was his debut. It's absolutely phenomenal. In my opinion, that's like a chef's kiss of a match. And Daniel Wiley saying, you think Damian's going to win? Do you think Damian's going to win overall? Or do you think that's going to be if Logan or LA Knight, doesn't win? Or are you just going straight Damian? And if so, why? What is the reason behind Damian? But I tell you, Damian is good in a ring. This the Judgment Day as a whole right now feels very, very good and very complete. And going into Money in the Bank, because can you go from there? Like, can you build up? Are they going to move forward with that? So that seems like all the time that we have for with the fan preview, because they are actually going in. They just mentioned it. We are going in to the building right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break. I need to rehydrate because I'm almost out of water. And then that's right. You've got me from 6 o'clock round about till 8 o'clock. Let's say 7:30, obviously, because I don't want to miss the little part of the build up. But we're going to be talking all things build up. So give me about 5 minutes. The stream will be ended. I will be coming back on. I'll be refreshed. I'll be ready to give you my honest opinion on the stuff that was talking, all on the build up. As you know, a RM Pro Wrestling build up is one of the favorite things to do. Is something wild always happens. There's always news. There's always rumors. So guys, please stick around. Please come back. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you in about 10 minutes time. Peace.
Welcome to the Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling channel. On this channel, we bring you some great content from inside and outside of the squared circle. We will go through and offer some in-depth analysis of the biggest events of the year, as well as bringing you exclusive interviews with some of the industry's biggest names. There will also be live show reviews, in-depth features, and podcasts. So make sure you give that subscribe button a slam so you don't miss any of the action.